Peace and greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to remind you that sometimes I leave links in the description or in the pinned comment section. So if you're looking for more information in regards to the cases that I'm doing, be sure to check that area. Also, be sure to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe to see more videos like the one you're about to see. Okay, thanks, guys. Take care. Regarding Sofia McKenna, I saw her story on one of these true crime podcasts. Something with a catchy title like some of the most insane mysteries never solved or whatever. Something like that. And her story was in it. Sophia went missing when she and a friend took a boat out to a lighthouse in Connecticut. And it said that the guy she went with, they were just platonic friends, and he ran charters out there, and they decided to go one night, and they Snapchatted the trip on his phone. She left her phone in her car, and at the time, I guess she was like on again, off again with a boyfriend that had threatened her, or there was some sort of tumultuous relationship with a boyfriend. But so I've been trying to draw her in for like a week, and the only thing I got from her was that she didn't die out there. She was alive and she was rescued. Somebody picked her up, and it was a member of law enforcement. It was somebody that is in some position of power, like law enforcement. Somebody that was maybe patrolling the area. I did do cards. I did several spreads, and I wasn't impressed by the reading. It was just taking me on this long-winded storytelling, and I just wanted simple answers. I didn't do the true crime because I was getting impressions for her anyway. But from what cards that did come out, it said law enforcement or somebody like an official person. It was like given all the energy of somebody that had like the authority to commandeer another person. That's usually like law enforcement. And they had her. They took her. Not by force. Like it was all. It was a thing of her being rescued. She thought she was being rescued, and then they kidnapped her. And I believe that she was sold. But I still feel like she's alive. I don't feel like she's deceased. And she reminds me of Jennifer Joyce Kessie because even her mom said like she has this fierce spirit, and she's a fighter. Said that she's bipolar, and if she's not being medicated, then who knows what her condition is at this point. Gorgeous girl, and I think that she's. I feel like she's still alive, but I think that she's still like in the tri-state area, and that the person that took her probably washed her mind a little bit, even though she's strong. But you figure somebody that's probably not on their meds and that's not stable and balanced, it may be, maybe it may have been advantageous for the person that took her. Maybe they didn't know she was bipolar, but you see patterns in folks' behaviors and their emotional state. If you're manipulative and you're a predator, there was probably a way that he could have taken advantage of that, maybe through medicating her or something. But I don't feel that she's deceased. I don't get that at all. I do feel like she's been held captive, and at this point she's probably more of a mental captive. But I feel like this is, well, mental and physical captive. But this was somebody in law enforcement. I don't know if it was somebody in the Coast Guard, somebody that you know, moonlights as like a harbor, not a harbor, but yeah, like a harbor patrol person. The lighthouse is like it's a state treasure, so I think it's a historical site. So there could be like patrols out there anyway, but somebody who was patrolling picked her up because the guy she was with ended up drowning. I kind of feel like he may have been. I kind of felt like he was beaten. He was beaten. He was killed, and then like thrown in the water. Like after she had already gotten on the boat, something happened. But I don't think that. I don't feel that he just drowned. I feel like he was assaulted. Like he was beaten, maybe unconscious, then thrown into the water, and then still breathing. Even though you're unconscious, you're still breathing. You still drown because you're alive. You're still breathing. So you're inhaling water. But I feel like he was assaulted and then discarded into the water. So what could have happened was somehow, their boat got away from them. They were at the lighthouse. Somebody came by to help them, and they picked them up, but got rid of the guy. Got rid of the young man. And I do feel like he was bad. I feel like he was murdered, actually, and that she was taken. So that's those were my impressions for Sophia. Uh, and you know, hopefully there'll be some resolve. The case will be solved, and she'll be found. Because, like I said, I do feel like she's alive. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and comment.